Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live like a millionaire for a week? Yeah, so have I. That's exactly why when I recently got a call from a friend asking if I wanted to come and spend a week on a yacht, traveling to some of the best spots Australia has to offer, obviously I said yes. And I'm bringing you guys with me to explore remote islands, dive crystal clear water, and enjoy the high life, even if it's just for a week. Welcome aboard Mohokoi. Right, I'm going to introduce some of the boys that are on the trip with me. First of all, we got Indy here, absolute wizard of photography from Byron Bay. That's Indy. We got DJ O, Dylan O'Brien.
What's happening, bro?
Oh, hey, we got another one of the boys out there on the boat. That's Saxon out there. We got Harry over here.
Hey, yo, mate.
Coming out here, we got the youngest man on board. We got Brody.
Hello.
We got two Pauls on board. This is Chef Paul, and we got Paul that owns the boat.
Chef me, they all die. Chef me, they all die.
So Chef Paul's cooking us up a storm 24/7 basically. We got the man of the boat right here, Mr. Paul, the boat owner, absolute legend, taking us to some of the sickest spots over the whole course of the trip. And then we got three more boys up the top here. What's going on, boys? So who have we got up here? We got Jamie, Nate, and Aiden up the top. Three legends as well, all from WA. And yeah, that's the whole crew. So the goal of the trip was simple: have as much fun as possible and put our sense of adventure to the test. Our first stop was Morton Island to dive the famous wrecks that lie right next to the shore. Righto, so we've just pulled up to the wrecks outside Tangalooma, and as you can see, we're literally right next to them. So we're gonna jump in, have a dive, have an explore, see what we can see. The sun's just coming up right now, but I think it's gonna be absolutely gorgeous. So Indy's got his drone up right now. How's it looking?
Fucking mental, man. We got turtles, we got big fish cruising around. What do you reckon, boys?
Oh my god, the water looks insane.
Get in there.
I'm going to take a minute to give you a quick boat tour of the whole boat. So up the front here, obviously, got the wheelhouse. Come through down here, and we've got a bit of a lounge room area. Another lounge over here. Most people crash here at night because we've got so many people on the boat. The kitchen space, this is where Chef Paul cooks up everything for the boys. Coming down here, this is all the dorms where the boys sleep. We've got one of the rooms with a bunk bed or two. Through here, another room, another two bunk beds right here. That's my one. There's another room exactly like those two back there. So there's three rooms downstairs. That's what we're working with. And finally out here we got an exterior space, which is where we do nothing but eat food, drink beers, and chat shit with all the boys. All the boys are here right now. What's going on, lads?
Fuck off, mate.
Back here we've obviously got the tinny hanging off the back of the boat, ready for any adventure. Got it. Welcome to the top of our Mohokoi yacht. Mohokoi. This is the top of the boat. In here we've got a little sleeping / relaxing lounge area. Two of the boys slept here last night. One of the boys slept in the hammock up here. Said it was pretty comfy though. We've got the boys over here just relaxing. Dill, give us a big jump right now. Go for it. Yeah. And yeah, that's basically what we use the roof for, jumping off the roof and just enjoying it up here. So that concludes the boat tour. So right now we're gonna go over to Morton Island and just see what we can find over there. Let's do it. The boys and I are on the boat. We're heading over to the sand dunes. We're gonna go for a little sunset explore. Get it, Jamie? Right, we just pulled up to the beach. We're gonna hike all the way up to the top of the sand dunes and get up there for sunset. Just finished the Kokoda track and now I'm starting a bloody sand dune marathon. I don't think my legs deserve this anymore. This sand dune is insane. Look at the size of Jamie and look at the size of the sand dune. Jamie's the man that's organised this whole thing. He got me involved. He basically teed up the whole trip with Paul, the owner of the boat, and he invited me along. So,
always, mate.
Cheers, brother.
Nah, it's good to have you here. It's such a sick trip. I knew you'd love it. Jolie loves this sort of shit, so it's good to have a pretty cool crew involved as well, I reckon.
100%. Absolute epic trip with a bunch of absolute legends. I'm gonna have to put the camera away to actually use my legs here for this one. Oh, we just made it to the top. Look at that view. Now we're gonna head back down to the boat and go for a skirt before the last light. Fun part, the way back down. Yo! Let's do it! Oh, fuck. The boys and I are jumping on the boat. We're going for a little nighttime skirt. This is my first nighttime skirt, so this is going to be pretty sick. See you later, boys. Righto, let's go. Oh, love being shark bait. Let's go, let's go. Yep, let's go. Let's go.
That was insane. I've never done something as fun as that. That was crazy.
After a wild day of diving and exploring Morton Island, we prepared for the long haul later that night. We set out to punch to Lady Musgrave Island overnight in order to wake up just south of the Great Barrier Reef the next morning. Lady Musgrave is dead ahead. I can see it, it's right there. This is where the trip really begins. This is gonna be insane. Just made it in here to the island. We're gonna walk around, have a little explore, see what we can find. We've just come up from the beach and we've just come across this cool looking radio tower on the island. So we're gonna give it a quick climb and see how the view is from up there. Because I can imagine with the Great Barrier Reef in the background, it's gonna be pretty stunning. So let's climb up here and see. Right, it's a bit of a hard climb, but see what we can do. Halfway up, climb this ladder. Cheers, oh, this is insane, boys. This is sick! So this is Lady Musgrave Island. This is the most southern point of the Barrier Reef essentially. And this is also the most beautiful section because there's barely any pollution up here because it's so hard to get to. Because obviously we've just taken about 4 days to get here on a boat, so not many people have the chance to come here and see this. After exploring Lady Musgrave Island itself, we headed back out to the Mohokoi to suit up and jump in for a little dive. Little did we know, this was about to be one of the best free dives of our life. If you're on this boat, it's basically a staple that you make yourself a nice little coffee in the morning, so this is how you do it. First of all, come over, grab a pot, grab a nice little coffee cup, and a whacker on the machine. Bang. Grab yourself some milk, chuck her in, and heat her up too. Finally, last step, pour yourself a coffee. And there you go. I'm not a barista, but that's how you do it. There you go, up the front and just enjoy with the captain. Enjoy your coffee. Let's go. The next stop on the trip was Fraser Island, which was one of the most stunning sections of coastline I think I've ever seen. We're on the tinny now, heading into shore on Fraser Island, and the clarity of the water is absolutely insane.
I breathe you in, I breathe you out, I feel it all around. Oh, can you feel it?
This is ridiculous, man.
So right now we've come into one of the most beautiful beaches here on Fraser Island. This is a little spit that sticks out, so the water around here is insanely turquoise. There's turtles right over here, we can see them from the shoreline. After our island explore, we returned back to the boat, to our restless Captain Paul, who decided after a little bit of boredom that we needed a challenge. Alright, so there's a bit of competition going on the boat right now. Paulie over here, the boat owner, has just declared a competition between some of the boys. So we've got exactly 1 hour. Whoever can catch the largest fish in that hour gets $500 from Paul. Paulie, what was the motivation behind this challenge?
Oh, well, you guys are getting a bit boring, so we thought let's turn it up a little. Man against man.
I think Paulie just wants a fish.
And we're running out of food.
As soon as we start the climb, whoever swims out and touches touches the tinny first gets to use the tinny. The tinny's already floated off at least like 30 meters. So we've got 4 of the boys down here on the washboard, about to dive out and swim to the tinny. The sabotages have already begun. I'm pretty sure all the boys have worked out that whoever gets the tinny is probably going to get the biggest fish, as per why everyone's trying to swim out there.
We're on, baby. I'm winning this. Winning this $500.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And they're off!
I'm winning the fucking fish, baby!
The swim is on now for the tinny. Dylan's already given up down here, look at that.
I don't even know how to fucking fish.
So it looks like there's about 4 boys on the tinny fighting over the tinny trying to start it. You guys realise you can still dive around the boat, nothing's stopping you from doing that. So about 4 of the boys that went out to get the tinny are just going to take off and fish. So it leaves, I guess, those boys versus us boys in here to have a dive around the boat and see if we can actually get anything. Even if we get something tiny and they don't get nothing, we still win.
Alright, where's the closest tadpole? Let's go.
Wait, do we have anything we can burley up? While everyone's out there on the tinny trying to catch a fish, we're gonna burley off the back of the boat. We've just got this little leftover fish here. It's been here for a couple days.
Alright, it's been like 15 minutes. Not much is happening. The boys got lost in the tender. Jolie's trying to bait up right at the back of the boat. He's going for a different game plan to the other ones.
So I'm still chucking bits of burley in the water. Haven't seen much yet, so Indy and I are gonna jump in, go for a little dive.
How much longer we got?
12 minutes and 30 seconds left, exactly at this point.
12 minutes, 30 seconds left for these boys to stop fucking around and catch someone. Hear that, Joel?
I hear that, I'm trying my best.
Boys are on their way back. They reckon they might have caught someone. Fucking coming in. Jesus. Fucking not an operator. They can't catch a fish, but they can catch a fucking jetty. See how hot that came in?
How long have we got to go, Paul?
10 seconds to go.
Oh shit. So far, none of the boys have caught anything, not even on
5 seconds to go.
not even on the tinny.
Well, boys, very disappointing.
For the remainder of the trip, we slowly made our way back to land and enjoyed every sunset the Mohokoi offered, making sure to capture everything as we went. I think it's safe to say that, in total, this trip was definitely one for the books, and that after a week of living our absolute best lives, we could have easily stayed out for a whole lot longer. And this experience got me thinking, I guess if I was to someday become a millionaire and afford something like this myself, I'd definitely still be doing lots of the things that I already do now. Because at the end of the day, I think it's the little things that I really appreciate, like the ocean swims, the mates around me, and everything in between. But as this trip comes to an end, there's loads more adventures to come. So, I'll see you in the next one.